things. There's upper and lower. In the upper one, there's internality and externality. Internality is more important. Externality is less important. Let's say internality on the degree of Gimel. So externality on the degree of Bet, 2. The lower one has internality and externality. His internality is on a certain degree, and his externality is on a certain degree. But the externality of the upper one has to be in equivalence with the internality of the lower one, right? That is the ladder of degrees. There's nothing else. Read again. Every zivug is divided into gadlut and katnut, called gar and vak. And the externality of the masach of the upper vak, the externality of the masach of the upper vak, meaning the lesser in him, it becomes the panim of the lower vak. And the externality of gar of the upper masach becomes the panim of the lower gar. And when the lower one is in katnut, it has internality, and it has one internality and one externality.
The degree obtained from the externality of the upper one, the degree obtained from the externality of the upper one is his internality, and less from that degree becomes his externality. And then, after he obtains the degree of gadlut from the externality of gar of the upper one, which is the true internality of the lower one, where the degree of vak, the previous degree of vak of his katnut, becomes to him as externality, and it is now regarded that he has one internality, which is the degree of gadlut, adulthood, and two kinds of externalities. One is the degree of panim, anterior of his katnut, which becomes externality over his degree of gadlut, and the second is the bechina of masach, which is lesser, in a lesser degree of his own degree, which is also regarded as externality. And then the externality of the bechina of masach comes down to his lower one, and he himself remains once again with one internality and one externality, which are only the gadlut and katnut of the bechina of his own masach.
It's like the fruit that grows. It builds its own external peel, right? And from inside outwards, constantly, it gets rid, whatever was inside becomes external, and what grows as external falls to a lower degree. And that's how they grow. That's how they grow and grow. The inner degree is always higher, and it builds below it external degrees, which are first in it, and then below it, and then again below it, and again below it. So that's how they grow. Also in human generations, you can feel this in every form in nature. That's how you grow.
Line